So we're going down to the T to the cabin. This is the road that we drove down earlier today, which I didn't take a video of. The majority of this area was burned out, but we were lucky. Only about 2 trees fell down on the road. We didn't have that much cleanup to do. So as we head down here, you can see there's a couple of spots over here that the chemise actually stayed. You can see a couple of spots. It's almost like it skipped part of the canyon here. And then over towards Embezzler Spring, there's still some chemise too. But the majority of the spot down here on this road all got burned out as well. Again, you got to turn where it looks like it skipped and turned around on both sides. It didn't hit it. Almost like it went around this cap over here. And all of this was kind of spared for the most part on this side. But then you see all this white over here, and it's chemise that is burned into ash, the white ash. And you can certainly smell it. It's very, very pungent. The cabin here. We're like 2 turns away, and right around here, this is where the trees had fallen. See where the trees had fallen. We cut these as best we could to get around it. And then just turning this corner, here is the cabin. And it is magnificent, the fact that it is still here. Still here. Generator room is still here. Of course, there's a lot of ash and everything else around here, but for the most part, it's pretty impressive that everything lasted. So, as we walk around, you can see just how close the fire got to everything. So this was the weakest point, which is the southern east tip of the cabin. And you can see there's a fig tree here, right where the dam is. And you can see where the fire got close, off to the edge here. And you can see just how close it got to this tree. And luckily Mom had removed all the leaves from the tree here, because otherwise we could have lost this cabin. She did a lot of fire break work without even knowing it, just because she didn't want to have everything dirty. You can see how everything is burned out. And you can see where everything came up across over here on the edge. So here we go. The burn area actually came as close to one of the posts as about 16 inches or so, 16 to 18 inches away there, and it was pine needles. And there's a fruit tree that you can see just wilted because of the heat. Coming across here, you can see all the ash and everything. It even came up underneath the windmill here. But luckily, looks like everything here lasted. Everything has a real strong smoky smell, but it's all here. The posts and the overhangs, no issues there. There's nothing of major concern. Other than the water situation, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So the shed, nothing around the shed got messed with. It was far enough away from everything with its fire break, the fire defense. However, you can see so here's the shed. Here's how close the fire got to the shed. Okay, so pretty close. It did burn the heck out of some of this pipe, which will have to be replaced, just because there's some spots here where it's broken up. That's 3/4 inch pipe, PVC, not a big deal. A couple of these 4x6 posts will have to be replaced. This one is completely melted through. As we walk up top here, you can see that actually, for the most part, the hillside over here did not get burned too badly, but it turned and went around. So all this wood and everything underneath here, all was saved. But the burning went around, right around the two tanks here, and then came around here, and then burned right where that PVC pipe is, which is right here where these poles are. Following down here where the old outhouse was. So this is an old outhouse, and you can see it's got the septic tank back here. It all burned. So that all burned over here. That's the extent of the building fires that we dealt with. But I'll tell you what, if I had to pick between losing the cabin and losing this outhouse, I'd say I'd lose this outhouse in a minute. So, need to put in a new pipe, but other than that, I think we're okay.